Hello guys, welcome to a new speed build. So I built this house a while ago, right after the tiny house pack came out. So it was lying on my hard drive for a while because I didn't know what to do with it exactly, because it's meant to be a micro home, but in the end it took way more tiles than the requirements requested, but it was still counted as a micro home, and I don't really understand that. I'm not sure how many tiles it had in the end, but I guess it was more than the requested 32. Oh, I think it was 36. I really can't see it. No, 34. Perhaps that's true. Perhaps it's a little bit more, because I also built a porch in the end. I don't know why this is. Seems like there was a glitch in the game or something like that. I really don't know. But nevertheless, I built this house, and I'm actually a little bit proud of me, because I love the... how can you say it? I love that it basically has two layers, if you can say so. So the first layer is where the kitchen, dining room and the bathroom is, and the second layer is obviously where the living room slash bedroom and the little working nook is. And I really like how it turned out, and I like the colors. It was really easy, I think, to match the items and the furniture, and I really like the pack, I have to say. It's a little unfortunate that the sofa bed or the Murphy bed didn't came as an extra piece. Oh well, at least the sofa, I think. It would be nice to have something like that in the game and not just included in the bed, because you can only use the bed with this purpose, or the couch with this purpose, to have the bed. So it would be more versatile if we would have it as an extra piece, but I'm not really mad about it. It's just something I noticed. And I really like the color combinations. I think it's not like, I think it's like a little bit mid-century, I guess, the style of the furniture, but I really like the color combinations. I'm not a huge fan of mid-century modern, but in this case I think it's nice. Also, I really like the pictures that came with this pack, and the little table, the round table, and I like the couch, and I think it's a good pack. And it really is good for saving space, so you can definitely make a lot more, or make the place much more smaller than I did, but I actually like to have a little bit more space. You could have crammed it all together and make some choices. For example, make the bathroom a little bit smaller and throw the sink out and stuff. But I really like it this way, and I wanted to use a lot of the items of the pack, so I hope that I show a lot of them. I really don't show anything, everything, I think, because there are some things that are similar to each other or do have the same purpose, so I didn't feel the need to show it as well. Yeah, but I guess I really like it, and I really like that it looks modern. I think it's easier to build like in an, I don't know, old-fashioned way in The Sims 4. But I also really like the modern build, and I love these industrial counters. I guess I use them a lot, but yeah, I just like industrial studs, and I love the windows from the Moschino stuff pack. They are so good. There I just placed the shelves on the wall, and I really struggled a bit with filling them or putting things on them. I used the CC shelf that you can download, the red one, and I try to place items on it, but it really doesn't work in my game how it works in other games or in the videos I see from other YouTubers. So I don't know what I do wrong. If you know it, please tell me. I would be enlightened to know. I would love to be enlightened. Yeah, it always is a bit difficult to use the shelf. When I delete it, or when I use it like that and then I delete it, the stuff on it gets deleted as well, and I don't know why. And if I put it directly beneath or on the side of the shelf where I want to put things on, it doesn't really work, and I don't know what I do wrong. Sometimes also the shortcuts work differently in my game. I don't know why. It's just I use obviously I use the German keyboard and the German keyboard settings, and sometimes it just switches to American or to English settings, and I don't know what I press when that happens. But sometimes I also can't make objects bigger or smaller. That's also really frustrating. I really don't know why that happens. But there you see that I struggle with the shelf. I don't know if it worked in this case. Yeah, I think it worked in this case, and I could delete them, but normally it... Yeah, you see it. Well, what I wanted to say, sometimes I do have difficulties with this. This house could also be suited for 2 Sims, I guess, if you want to. I would just put 1 Sim in there, but you could also have 2 Sims. What else? I really like the black brick. I tend to use the similar colors when I do modern builds. I think I use a lot of gray, and I use a lot of black and white, and sometimes color. And I also used to tend the purple or the mauve, or what is it, plum perhaps, wallpaper a lot, but I really like that as well. So bear with me, I'm sorry, I just like it so much. And I think it suits this build, and there I changed all the colors again from the furniture, because I just think these were the prettiest swatches, and I really thought it would fit the whole theme and the whole build better. And I wanted to have a divider behind the TV, because I wanted to have the working nook or the study nook or whatever it is called. I wanted to have it separate from the living and the sleeping place. So that's why I did the thing with the window in the end. I'm not sure. I think I wanted to put some ivy on it or something like that. I don't know if I did that, but we will find out in a minute, I think. I thought it looked pretty. I don't know if I did it in the end. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I did it actually. Okay, I'm fine with that. I really like that. And I also like it to have a lot of plants indoors. I really like plants. Sadly, I don't have a green thumb, so all the plants that I have are kind of succulents, and I also managed to murder them. I don't know. I'm just not... I tend to over water them, or I don't know. I'm not good with plants, even though I love plants, and I would really love to have green thumb, but yeah, you can't have everything you want, I guess. There I was really confused with the tiling, and so I thought, okay, when it's wrong, I can also put a porch in the front area, so that's why I did. And I also made it a little bit bigger in the end, and I put a tree or something like, yeah, this olive tree or branch or what it is in there as well. And I also did a little bit of glass roofing, I think, because I thought it would be beautiful if they had an how's it called in English? Skylight in their house. I thought that this would be really nice, and I think it creates a really nice light from above, and I imagine it to be really nice in spring, but I guess in the summer it would be really hot. But luckily in The Sims we don't have to worry about that, because things like that don't exist. And I think we finished the build in a minute, and then something really funny happens, in my opinion. Well, it was also really sad, of course, and also annoying, because I wanted to take screenshots of the house, and I tried to prove that everything in there is functional. And what am I doing now? I'm just waiting for something to happen, seems like. Yeah, I wanted to prove that everything is functional, so I created a sim, as you see her standing in the front, and I wanted her to test out all the things in the house, that I'm sure that everything works. And then she tried out the Murphy bed, and you can imagine what happened, and I thought that must be a joke, because this is the first thing I try out, and then my sim dies. Well, it was a little bit funny, and I had to include the clip because I really was amused, although it was annoying. Yeah, then I planted some plants, and I created another sim. You see him standing in the kitchen. But I wanted to get this lot finished before I try out the Murphy bed again, because I was a little bit afraid if he would die again. He didn't, but I didn't know that, so I wanted to go. I wanted to be sure and make everything ready and finished, so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, I don't know. For modern builds, I tend to use, or I like to use succulents or cacti, if they're called like that in English. I'm not sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But I really like that. And I don't tend to do a lot of gardening. I think I'm really not good at that. And I don't really enjoy that. I think if I would be better, I would enjoy it more. Or vice versa. If I would enjoy it more, I would do it more often, and then I would be better. Yeah, but I just don't like it. I also don't like building as much. I like to do the inside of the house, like, more than the outside. But I think in this case it was fine, because it's a pretty small build. Yeah, in a second we go into the screenshots, so I have to say goodbye. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you soon then. Bye guys!